I applied to various companies when I wanted to switch from the NLP to DevOps, because it is kind of a big transition.
Yeah, yeah.
So people will ask you many things, but I had knowledge in the NLP, MLOps, and DevOps, so that didn't stop me anywhere. So I got offers from FAANG companies also. There was offers from the FAANG alternatives also, but I get the rejections also. At the start you will get the many rejections, so don't stop, I would suggest, because I have received the rejection from the FANGs also. So I would like to add the name of the Google also rejected me. But when I got the offer from the Solo, I felt like I should not give thoughts on anything now, and I should join the Solo. Why? Because not only Solo, I had another four offers than the Solo, which was from Israel, I guess, Israel, Switzerland, Canada, and another country was Europe, I guess. People say, right, there is like, if you are not getting something today, there is big opportunity waiting for you in the future. So it is true. It is not a fake thing, but it is just we need to be consistent, and we need to have some patience.
And Rohit, I just want to ask this question, like, what's the hike that you just got from your previous role that you just done here?
It is around
900,
900, 900. Yeah.
900% hike that you just got. First of all, thank you, Rohit, for coming to this podcast, and I'm really grateful for having you here. And I'm sure that the audience who are just watching this video will find most value from you, your journey, from this podcast. First of all, thank you for coming here. So can you just introduce yourself to the audience who are just watching? Yeah, we can just start with an intro.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you for warm welcome, Sumant. So, thing is, like, I am just another guy in the developer advocacy and DevOps advocacy, you can say. So, what I am currently doing is like promoting the DevOps technology all over the world. Like, I want to make the impact, so that's why I'm trying to share the opportunities all over the world across the DevOps and remote opportunities, open source opportunities. So that's why. Another thing is like what I currently do is like I'm working in one company known as a Solo.io. So this company works on the service mesh technologies, API gateways, and many other things. So we are just like leaders in the service mesh technology, you can say. Another thing is like if you know DevOps guy on the Twitter, so I am that guy. So you can check out the communities. Like I'm the organizer and maintainer for various communities like DevOps community, DevRailer community, and there is a LinkedIn community known as the Keep Up. So these are all have the various paths. So yeah, that's all introduction I have. And one more thing I would like to mention, like if you want to know anything about the DevOps, DevRel, open source, anything, you can check my technical talks podcast. I'm actively speaking everywhere, like conferences, so it can be local, international, around the AWS and various things. And it is all around available on various channels, YouTube platforms also. So find me easily by just entering Rohit Ghumre on Google.
That's really cool intro, Rohit. Like, no need to mention that. Like, I will just mention all the links that you just mentioned here, like from communities
Yeah,
to your Twitter account, like LinkedIn, everything in the description. So feel free to check. Like you can just follow Rohit for more DevOps kind of content, like anything like DevRel to
yeah.
DevOps to everything. So yeah, that's really cool, Rohit. That's a cool intro. And
Thank you.
I just want to continue this, like how you just get into tech. So what's your experience first? What's your first role?
So thing is like my technical journey started during my college period only. Like I means before college, when I was more introduced what we say interested towards the computer engineering only, because I wanted to work on something which is involving the computer. Because when I was a student, so I had one neighbor who has a computer. So I was fascinated. Like this technology works really awesome. Like you can do everything on just one PC. So that and mobile phones was taking all over afterwards. But more of a things when I come to know like machine learning and various stuff. So it is only helpful towards the computer kind of a thing. So I was fascinated towards computer from the start, so that's why I took the computer engineering. I was participating for various what we say that examinations, entry
Mm.
examinations like JEE, CET, and all. So that works something downwards, upwards, and then I joined one normal tier 3 college. So it was then I learned about various things in theoretical background. So college doesn't teaches us anything about what needs for the industrial knowledge. But from my kind of perspective, I think college is necessary because it will teach you how to get roasted in everything. So you can't be that much active and you can't handle that much pressure in real world if you don't go to the colleges.
True.
So that's why college is necessary. So it is nice, and that's why I think college you need to go. It is not like degree doesn't do anything. Degree doesn't do anything. It is right, but college is necessary. That 4 years will teach you many things that you can't get anywhere. So that's why after that, when I entered into the final year, I didn't do anything till third year. I'm that guy. So no people think like if you need to be successful, you need to like start early and from the first year. I would also tell that start from the first years, so you don't need to that much kind of getting activeness around the fourth years and after that final years. So that's why I would recommend you getting the opportunities. It is easy during the first year, second year, than the final year and third year. Because when I was in the final year, there was no opportunities, and that time communities was no active, and there was no social presence and online presence. But after the COVID, it has rose up. So that's why I would recommend start early as possible. And talking about myself, in final year, I was most active on the machine learning and data science of a background. So I wanted to do something around the machine learning data science only because I was learning that. That time, I don't think like there was a DevOps awareness to the people.
Yeah.
So everyone was talking about machine learning, data science. Data science had like too much big impact. Everyone was going to the data science. Like you are non-tech guy, any guy. You everyone was trying to learn the data science. But yeah, I took that data science professional certification from the Coursera for free.
Mm.
So I didn't paid anything till now for the any courses. So one of that course was a data science professional certification, and I started learning. So I thought like it is nice technology. You can means like it doesn't need any tech guy. I would suggest you just have to like know the syntax and libraries. Python provides any libraries. So you just if you read one time that libraries, you will understood what is given there. So slowly I will suggest go through the programming. So what I started through Python. I knew maths really well, maths and statistics. So that's why machine learning I understood easily. So Python and then machine learning I learned, and then data visualization, data analysis, how you do the data cleaning, various things I learned. So it was really nice, and then I integrated it with various tools which are available in the machine learning. And another thing is like frameworks which are available. So I built some projects. My final year project was also based on the machine learning only. So it was like a social cause project which we do in
Okay.
our college period. So
Mm.
it is really nice. Like we got a second prize over the hackathons in various competitions. So I also
Cool.
participated in the Indo-Korean festival available all over the world. So I got some cash prizes in the that big hackathon where PhD students and MS students were participating, and we got the second prize. So it was first big achievement for me. So that gave me the push like I can do I can do something in my life. So that's why it was nice experience. And then after that I got one internship, but it was not paid. So I would not recommend you to do the internships which are not paid. But we didn't had the choices. So uh,
Yeah.
that time it was not that much active, I would suggest. But today you don't need to do this kind of a thing. You don't join the internships which are unpaid, because everyone is there to pay you if you do the work. So you have the skills, you will easily get the internship opportunities and freelancing opportunities also. So thing is, that after that, what I did after data science, I tried to apply for the, what we say, placements and all.
Mm.
So I would suggest, if you are trying for the off campus placements, don't sit for the campus placements, because when you sit on the campus placement, you will get what we say, procrastinated, and you will also get the influence towards self doubt. You will create by your
Yeah,
own.
yeah, yeah. True, true.
Why? Because it is like they are having the most of the companies service base. So service base is a mass recruiter companies. So they will come, they have like, you need to uh, take only 35 students out of the 400 and 600 students. So they will not see what the skills you have or what you are doing. They just have some process, GD, their aptitude test and all and all. They will just need to shortlist one by one, and then a bunch of students will be left out at the end, which are mostly your scholars or something. So they will get selected. But if you are not selected there, don't lose the hope of campus placements. You just need the skills. You don't need the degree or anything. You don't need anything there. So for off campus placements, Sumant is also sharing many resources, and I am also sharing around the DevOps. So check that resources, it will really help you. For data science machine learning, I would suggest just go with Andrew NG, that course. That is really theoretical best course available. Second, for data science, there is that professional certification by IBM. So that is
Yeah,
nice one. Yeah. Another thing is, there are some YouTubers. That YouTube, you just need to search machine learning. So everything is available for free.
yeah,
Just go and search. Another thing I would suggest, like, go towards the Hugging Face, this type of companies. So they provide the free things like machine learning models and all. You just need to go on their websites, check that things like how they have written the libraries and all their models, and just input your images or data, audio or something, and you will get the results. So that is nice to learn and also understand from that, and then you prepare your own projects. So that helped me to get the jobs also. So I didn't join the place on campus placements. So I also got the service based companies after sitting for many placement companies. So it was hectic experience, but I received one offer, one or two offer, but I didn't join the on campus, and I joined the startup of campus placement. So there was one company where I joined as a DevOps plus chatbot kind of a role. So I developed chatbots, and I also worked on the AWS migration, their local system to AWS migration. So it was nice experience, and I completely understood everything around the Rasa. So Rasa is the company which is providing
yeah,
the
yeah.
chatbot, big resource, you can check. So I don't wanted to waste my years when I was there in the startup, because that startup was not paying me on time. But I thought like I should get my skills flourished than just sitting here. So I didn't had any option, because it was COVID, and there was no jobs and everything. So there was layoffs going on. So I just need to suffer there and kind of brush on my skills. So I started building the chatbots, also getting some freelancing opportunities and all. So when I was learning this, I told like there was a not good experience in this company. So that's why I left it in 6 months. So why? Because I'm not getting the payment and all on the time, and it was really hectic experience. So when I got the opportunity, I joined one company which is in Bangalore. So I was working remotely, and I was working on as an NLP engineer there. Thing was, I had done previously one Mlops internships and all. So that's why I thought like, yeah, ML is going smoothly, but it is like when I'm training the models, it is taking me like, sometimes it will happen in day, sometimes it is taking taking weeks, sometimes it is taking months. So I in that free time I'm just sitting idly and I'm doing like yeah, I will create the APIs and share it to clients and all that kind of a thing also. So it was not exciting. But when I integrated the machine learning with the DevOps, so it ML plus DevOps, when it integrated, it comes at the term which is reflected as the MLOps.
MLOps.
What I did, so when I was learning over this MLOps technologies, I integrate the machine learning models with DevOps. So when I entered this machine learning model into DevOps, everything training of the machine learning model, that managing the hyperparameters and all, it was done automatically.
Yeah.
So it was like fascinating, and I was like overwhelmed, like what is going on. Everything is automated, and I just need to sit and I don't need to wait for it's like need to wait for the error, like there will be some kernel size failure error, or like there will be layers will be less and all. So I need to doesn't need to add anything. It will run automatically pipelines, and it will run automatically, and then after the desired accuracy is achieved, we'll get our model ready. So it was nice thing. So then I was like, yeah, MLOps is nice, so why don't we can understand. So yeah, that's why I started with MLOps, and it was nice. So when I did the NLP kind of engineering there, and I was working on the languages and all. So it was nice thing. So thing is, I like the MLOps, but that time it doesn't had that much impact on our in India. So not many company was working on the same,
Yeah.
and I got fascinated towards the DevOps more than the machine learning. So that's why I told like, so it is more of the ML and then the DevOps. So I was attracted towards the DevOps more. So that's why I thought like, for me DevOps is nice because I'm enjoying the DevOps more. So that's why I switched to DevOps, and it was nice. But if you start today, I will suggest like go with the MLOps only, because it has a bright future for you. There are only few companies available here. So that kind of a thing I know about the MLOps, and you can also get idea by checking my blogs. So there are, I have written some blogs around the MLOps. So how can you create the pipeline and all. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a cool journey, like Rohit, like you just mentioned, right from getting into data science to MLOps to NLP, then to DevOps. That's a completely cool journey. And I'm just getting this discussion is become more interesting, and probably you're not like, instead of explaining like how you just get into DevOps or let's say MLOps, you're just giving some roadmap in between, like what are the courses that you can just choose, how you can just learn. So that's really cool about this discussion. I'm just really loving this. Like probably we just discussed about MLOps and DevOps, like how they can just get into that role. So how you just switch to this current role? Like why you just want to switch to advocating about DevOps? So, and also I just seen you have just been active on communities right from your college, like creating like
Yeah.
from WhatsApp groups to like scaling up to like the LinkedIn pages, etc. So I know like you love like advocating about the stuff and like helping people, but why you just choose to switch to this? Like you're just working as an NLP engineer and you're just working as an
Yeah,
the
yeah.
MLOps field, but how you why you just want to make that transition?
Okay, so there are two ways my journey goes. So thing is like, when I was working on the NLP kind of a role, I was not getting that much interested. So I just told. So when I learned about the DevOps, I was more interactive towards it, and it was nice technologies to work on. But I knew like there was new term going on all around the world, which is developer
Yep.
advocate, developer relations. So when I researched about the developer relations by various blogs all over the available on the Twitter, LinkedIn, and all, so I thought like, it is communities, it is interacting with various teams in the company, it is helping the people, it is nice to it is gradually making more impact to your company and your brand than any other role. So I thought like, helping and communities I'm working from my college. So why don't I have to like move into this role? But I got the second thoughts also. So many people told me like you just are like beginner, and you don't you should not getting the job into the managing kind of a role. Many people told like it is kind of a marketing role. So I thought like you have read that blogs. So what is a developer, so people telling you about devrel, they don't have done this devrel previously.
True, true, true.
So ask the people who have done the devrel. So devrel doesn't is this a marketing kind of a role. It is like you are the technical guy, you are the product guy, you are the also kind of a marketing, technical marketing, I would suggest. But thing is like you are, it is depends on it depends on you, like what kind of a thing you will maintain, because one developer advocate can't be professional in the various roles. He can't be expert in the video tutorials, he can't be expert in the content making, he can't be expert in the cfps, like talking in the conference. So I would suggest try to learn start at the start. In the company also, company will not ask you to start directly, and you need to be expert in all of them. They will give you time to learn and grow, like what suits you, what is making impact by you. So understand that really well, and then it is on you like which path to take and how you will go forward. So developer advocate is really nice path. So it is getting fame today. So it is also like it is kind of hype also around everywhere. So I would suggest you don't get into the developer advocate just on the hype, because it is not just like if you have the communities kind of expertise, means like you are working in the communities, so you can move into the developer advocate. No, no, it is not like that. You will have the workload where you have to deal with the clients also, your company folks also, and you will need to be literally active on various platforms where you need to solve the doubts of people, and they will keep asking you, and you will reply them frankly. you
Yeah,
you need the empathy at the top. If you are the developer advocate, you don't if someone asks anything or someone says anything about your company, you can't directly say what are you talking about. You need to be smooth and frank. So you need all skills around the developer advocacy. Yeah, but for there are various perks about developer advocacy. It is like you will get the benefits which are not available to your company employees also. You have the separate benefits than others. Another thing is like you can travel all over the world. So it is like conferences going on, and you can submit the cfps anywhere, company will sponsor you. So you will order anything, company will reimburse you. So there are various benefits. So one of them is like these benefits are available more towards the remote jobs than the your local
yeah,
companies. So remote is really nice, but for remote you need to be active on the open source side, like participating in the communities events, and getting towards code contribution, blog contribution, content contribution. So you can check our Twitter threads for that. We have written various things for that. So that's all, I guess. That's how I switched from the NLP to DevOps, and then developer advocacy.
that's really cool, Rohit. Like the one point that I just liked you just mentioned is when you're just seeking advice from someone, just try to explore their background. For example, let's like take me as an example. So if I'm just talking about data science or let's say machine learning, if I'm just writing some threads or let's say creating videos, so why I should listen to this person? What experience he has? Is he having like similar experience in data science or not? So just try to explore
Right.
that. Then just try to follow the advice that giving the people that they're just giving. So that really the useful point like that you just mentioned. And also I just want to ask, like I just read this story of you like on LinkedIn. So you just face a lot of rejections when you're just applying for these roles, and as well as like you are just planning to go for an MS for a
Yeah.
master's. So what's the
Hmm.
complete journey? Like it will be helpful not only like it will definitely helpful for the people who are just watching. Like it's not about all the success stories. The people who are just getting into tech, into like or just getting some good roles, definitely they will just face lot of rejections in their journey. So it will definitely help them to get like the motivation they just required to get in, like to stay in this tech. So yeah, can you just share that, Jerry?
True. Yeah, I will love to. So thing is like, first of all, I got rejected in the JE. So JE advance. I cleared the mains and advance. I left out by 6 or 7 marks for like IIT Bombay. So that was my first rejection. So I didn't stop then. Then I joined one company, college, which was in Tier 3 college. I had the doubts at the start, like what I will do in my life and all. But slowly, when I learned about the things and I didn't stop, so that's why I learned and I grow. I started getting knowledge about things outside. You just need to be the out of box from your wherever you are. So it is like if you are in the tier 3 college only, what happens in the tier 3 colleges, like you don't have any guidance from seniors. So seniors is also in the same college also, so they didn't had the knowledge from the seniors. So that's why what happens, you need to be active on the various platforms available like LinkedIn, Twitter, or and there are various platforms. Polywork is also there. So what to do, go on these platforms and search like whatever people are doing. So at the start what will happen, it is like, when you start the LinkedIn, it is our habit. If you are in the tech companies, you will go and like the companies folk which is in Google, Amazon, and FAANG companies. So in short, so what will happen? You are liking their post. So LinkedIn algorithm is like works in this manner. You like the people like, he has joined the Google. So next post will come up. It is like, he joined the Google. Third post will be he joined the AWS, he joined the Google, he joined the Netflix. So you will get afraid, like every people is getting selected in the FAANG and I am doing nothing in my life. So that's
That's
why.
very true.
Yeah. So it is like really fascinating kind of a thing I have noticed. So thing is, see people which are in your field and in your background, what they are doing. So slowly you will get ahead of that. So see how they write the post, how they are sharing that findings on their platforms. Learning in public, we know. So when they do, so similarly I have learned from the people's own. Like I noticed like how the LinkedIn algorithm works, and I noticed like how the kind of content works. So I started posting on the LinkedIn. So whatever I code or whatever I do, I shared it on the LinkedIn. I wrote the blogs, I shared it on the LinkedIn. So I was active on the LinkedIn really well, and I got freelancing opportunities from it. So it is kind of a known as a learning public. But I never expected that time like, I can get the opportunities from this thing. I was just wanted to share to the world like whatever I'm doing, because in the future if someone asks whatever you have done in these last 4 years, you can easily check on that LinkedIn platform.
Yes.
What I have done, you can check here. So similarly I started sharing from the fourth year. So that helped me really well in the future. I didn't knew that time that it will help. So these are practices we have done, so it will help you in the future. So because it is like now real world examples. So another thing I would suggest, like, what are the failures I have. Job. So first of all, my first job was really big of a nice kind of a thing also, and failure also, because I didn't got the paycheck on the time. But that time I needed the opportunities more than anything, because it was a COVID. So that's why I joined, and it helped me get making my progress. So I didn't join any MNCs for the same. So other thing, after that I applied to various companies when I wanted to switch from the NLP to DevOps, because it is kind of a big transition.
Yeah, yeah.
So people will ask you many things, but I had knowledge in the NLP, MLOps, and DevOps. So that didn't stop me anywhere. So I got offers from FANG companies also. There was offers from the FANG alternatives also. but I get the rejections also. At the start you will get the many rejections, so don't stop, I would suggest, because I have received the rejection from the FAANGs also. So I would like to add the name of the Google also rejected me. So first time it was like during my first year, not the first year, final year, final year pass out. Then I applied for the Google. Then I didn't even got cleared through first round only. But during this past years, I applied last year. I applied for the Google London. So then I got rejected in the fourth round. So what is the fourth round? It is your last coding round. After that, you are like managerial round, and you are into the their team. But it kind of a nice thing, because if that opportunity, if I had received that opportunity, now I will be in the Dublin or like Europe working for the Google. I didn't have the opportunity to work remotely from here for the US.
Yeah.
So it is like failures will help you, and there is people say, right, there is like, if you are not getting something today, there is big opportunity waiting for you in the future. So it is true, it is not a fake thing. But it is just we need to be consistent, and we need to have some patience is not like you will just keep sitting idly. You need to hustle,
Yeah.
you need to keep doing whatever you are doing. So I would suggest two things which help me, which is the learn by doing. Whatever I learned, I did it practically really well. Second thing which I learned, I shared on the public. So in the communities, I built the communities, and I shared it on the LinkedIn, Twitter really well. So that helped me to get the opportunities. Another thing is like opportunities I got. Uh, being from the NLP to DevOps transition, I got the senior SRE position. So you
Hmm.
know, like you can get the opportunities if you are freshers also. So you just need to have the right skills. So right skills will make the impact. Yeah, then they will not ask you the degree and anything. So about MS studies, I had the backup plan, which is MS. So I had applied for the US, UK, Canada, three of the countries. So Canada, I had opportunities, but what we say, uh, fee structure, it
Hmm.
was really too much. Like, but when I got the offer from the solo, I felt like I should not give thoughts on anything now, and I should join the solo. Why? Because not only solo, I had another four offers than the solo, which was from Israel, I guess, Israel, Switzerland, Canada, and another country was Europe, I guess. So thing was like it was more on the cloud native tools and DevOps tools
Hmm.
which I have done, but some was on the API side, user access side. So I thought like, if I want to work on the DevOps for working the developer advocacy, why should I switch to the API kind of a work and full stack and web development kind of a work? So I wanted to work in the thing which is DevOps, so not on the any technology. So that's why I choose one company which is working on the DevOps technologies, and where I can work on the developer advocacy. So it was like win win for me. Like, I'm working on the DevOps tools as a developer advocate, so nothing can be better for me than that. So that's why I choose the solo. But there were amazing offers for the remote, other companies from other companies. But I would also suggest you, if you are a developer advocate, work in the company which is more inclined towards your technology. Just
That's
don't go
true.
with the flow and hype, because what will happen, I will give you rough idea. You are making the content and you are enjoying today. It is new for you, but you have the content ready for this. You don't know the depth of that technology. In coming year, like not a coming year, in just 7 8 months, what you will prepare the content and what you will speak at the conferences or video tutorials, or yeah, people say like you are quick learner, but quick learner is nice, but there is some full stop and blockage will come in the future. To avoid that, I would suggest like go with the technologies you are currently working for the developer advocacy, or if you are more inclined to the communities thing, then completely move to the community managers kind of a so. So developer advocacy, developer relations, community managers, all are the under the umbrella of a developer relations only. But thing is like developer advocacy, a developer advocate has another role, evangelism kind of another role,
Hmm.
and community managers work on the communities only. So that are all going on around the world. So yeah, I guess I know, mentioned all points. Let me know
Yeah,
if you want to.
yeah, that's really true. Like Rohit, like rejections are part of life. Like when you're just applying for a role, when you just want to get to a good role that you just mentioned, like you just face a lot of rejection, right, from Google to many other companies. But really, I'm really happy for you. Like you finally made it.
Thank you.
Like even you are not done your MS, but you're just getting salary almost equal to that. So that's really cool, and I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, and I just want to
So
ask,
it is
yeah,
yeah,
continue,
yeah.
continue, continue, continue.
So thing is like remote is better than any kind of a, role I would job is like any companies I would I know till now will pay you higher. Remote will pay you higher than any company available, I would suggest.
True, true, true. And Rohit, I just want to ask this question: like, what's the hike that you just got from your previous role that you just done here?
It is around 90-100%, I would suggest. No, sorry,
1900,
900, 900. Yeah.
900% hike that you just got. So probably we can just add a quick conclusion for this video. So what final thing that you just want to add to this?
Okay, okay. So yeah, so things we learned till now, it is like how it is like how you can move from the any kind of a role to any kind of a role, from like if you can see through my journey, like I was in the data science and NLP machine learning, then currently I'm in the developer advocacy. There was really various things in my journey I have not till added in this process in our talk. So it is like thing is like there are failures and hardships in everyone's path, but they will not that much stop in that journey. So I can share and people can share also. So thing is you need to be more active towards the communities and that various platforms available.
True.
I would suggest be active on the profiles like LinkedIn, Twitter. So they are nice platforms. Stay active on the polywork kind of a things for the developer relations. There are various another platforms like YouTube and all. So everywhere mention your names also. I have seen like people don't adding their names on their these platforms. Mention your names because you will get the opportunities from them only. Another thing is like it is never late, never too late. Just start anytime you can get the opportunities. I noticed like first year, second year, you will get the more opportunities than another years because it is easy to get into the fellowships and scholarships from the first year, second year, and then the final years. Another thing is like getting into DevRel is nice today. DevRel and developer advocates and MLOps kind of a role and DevOps kind of a role. But see what is more beneficial to you and what you love the most. Don't listen to me or any kind of a
Yeah.
people. Don't listen to Sumant also. He just want to share his knowledge with you.
True,
It is
true,
on
true.
you, like what you will what you enjoy the most, do that thing. So for that I will like to add one tip for you. So whatever you are learning, so you are full stack developer or you are web developer or you are blockchain people or you are machine learning people. If you are having doubt between the two technologies, so it is like machine learning and web3 or DevOps and MLOps and kind of a thing. So what I did, machine learning integration with the DevOps, then I got the pipeline and all. But what I enjoyed, DevOps, so I
Yeah.
choose the DevOps, not a machine learning. So you can do the same if you are in the full stack development or something. If you are in the web development and backend and DevOps deployment, so do this pipeline integration and see what you enjoyed the most. Choose that technology. So these things no one will tell you. So we are here to tell you. So
Yeah, that's
anytime DM me or something, I will really help you for the same.
that's really
So
cool,
I
Rohit.
guess I yeah
Yeah, that's really cool, Rohit. Like we just discussed a lot of points. Like probably we can just have another session where we can just talk about more about communities, how they can just include into open source. Even I just have created a lot
yeah
of podcasts with many other people who are just contributing to open source in my channel. But probably we can just create another one completely regarding open source and how they can just contribute. What are some of the best ways
yeah.
that they can just do? Like really amazing talking with you, like Rohit. Like it's a fully
Thank you.
value packed podcast. uh, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Next time we will talk more about the open source communities, how you can contribute, and profile building, and more of the social developer advocacy and DevOps kind of a things. So yeah,
For
we
sure,
will talk about that. Yeah.
for sure.